The role of an RFA communicator is quite varied nowadays. It goes from the more traditional strategic and tactical communications to the more modern IT network management. What I mean by strategic and tactical is strategic's your more long-haul HF communications in the radio room, signal sending, your encrypted voice communications and links to the UK and other NATO-based stations, etc. Whereas tactical is more of between a flotilla of ships, say on a deployment, a task group. The more modern days, we've evolved now to IT, and we now run the network communications system DII on board, which links us to our shore through emails, web browsing, and various other applications. We're now network managers for that. Initially, once you've been selected for employment, you go to HMS Collingwood and do your basic training there. That training now is quite varied, with a lot of CIS training, communications information systems, IT basic training, along with your old radio operator tactical training. And after you've done a stint at Collingwood, you'd then traditionally go to sea for a 4-month sea appointment, where you'd complete a workbook and get yourself up to a standard that you can then go back and do a phase 2 at Collingwood before you go back out to the fleet fully trained. And once you've proved yourself through another task book, you can then be rated up to CR1. A typical day, if you at sea as a communicator, most of our CR1s, communications rating ones, are watch keeping. So they'll be doing a 4-on, 8-off watch-based system. Within that, they're in charge of the radio room environment, and that's making sure all the signals links are active, the signals are distributed and rush distributed to wherever they need to be. And now, obviously, with the IT, making sure that all your email links, web browsing is always connected. There is a good camaraderie at sea, and you have a fairly comfortable lifestyle. And like I say, you do have quite a bit of freedom when you get into port to go and enjoy yourself around the world. And I think that's probably the main attraction that people like. Well, let's see, 4 months at a time, and after that you have 3 months leave, and then you continue 4 months again on a different ship. So I think you works out about 143 days a year that you have off as leave. It's interesting, it's challenging. You're never in the same place for more than a couple of weeks at a time. You're doing things that you would never really see. You're going to countries that you'd never visit. It is an interesting job.